Hi everybody, I am here. We're doing some Pythagorean theorem problems. We're looking to solve for x and y in each of the figures that we are going to have. So I'm going to do this one in the first video, I'll do this one in the second one. And we're asked to round, if necessary, to the nearest tenth. So first thing I want to look at, I have a right triangle. I know that because of the corner, it shows me the right triangle right there. So one other thing I have besides this 11-inch piece, 7-inch piece, and I have unknown values that I'm going to find, both the y and the x. But one other additional piece is that in order for me to figure this out, I do have this piece which is equal to this piece. And that you can tell because there's a line, a dash mark indicating that these two pieces are congruent or equal to one another. So I'm going to find the smaller triangle right here, and then I will be able to figure out what that hypotenuse is. And then that will help me to then find out this piece and then solve for the y value. So we'll start off with the smaller triangle. We'll use the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We are told that we are given the legs here, so the 7-inch leg and the 11-inch leg. So we're going to go ahead and solve 7 squared plus 11 squared is equal to c squared. So we are going to, oh, it would help if I can see it. There you go. All right, so 7 squared is 49. 11 squared is 121. And we're going to add those two together. So we're going to just do 49 plus 121. And when I do that, you're going to end up with 170 is equal to c squared. And then I want to do square root on both sides so I can get that c value by itself. And what we're going to do is, in my calculator, see that, you can hit the second button, the calculator that I'm using, and then this button right here. If you zoom in on this, you can kind of see the square root button is blue right here. So if I hit second and then hit that button, whoops, hit it twice, you can see that you now have the square root button there. And then all I'm going to do is type in 170 here and then hit equals to get my answer. So my answer here, as you can see, 13.03. So we're going to put that as about approximately 13 because we're rounding to the nearest tenth. So that's going to be 13 inches approximately. And then now that I know that this is 13 inches approximately, that means that this side, or x, is going to be also 13 inches. So I'm now solved for x. So x is equal to 13 inches approximately. And now we're going to solve for my y value. Whoops. So now we're going to go ahead, solve for y. We're going to plug in these two numbers together, are going to add up to be my second leg. So 13 and 7 is a total of 20. We have this leg right here. So now we're going to solve for c again, but this time c is going to be y. So we're going to do 11 squared plus 20 squared is equal to y squared. Again, the 20 is from this being 13, this being 7. Adding together, you get 20. 121 is going to be what you have for 11 squared. 400 is what you're going to have when you do 20 squared. And when I add those two together, we're going to get a total of 521. And then all I have to do is do that square root again to get y by itself. And then when I do that again, you're just going to do the second button, x squared. You're going to type in 521, and then you get your answer. And as you can see, 22.82. So rounding to the nearest tenth will be 22.8. So my y value on this one is 22.8 inches approximately. These are both approximately, so I'm just going to write that there. And that is how we solve for both x and y, in this problem. And if you want more questions like these, find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at U1Algebra. All these are going to be located in the Pythagorean theorem portion of my playlist. Don't forget to like, share, follow me for more. Save this for later, and I'll see you soon.